And then on pole for the GTP class, before I mention the pole sitter, I just want to mention real quick that this race has been ran for 62 years. And I believe it was a top 6 all broke track record in qualifying for GTP. I mean, that's crazy insane. I mean, 6 of them? It might have been 5, but I think it was 6 if I read the numbers right there on the track record. But that is just insane to me. And to do it, it was your defending champions, Cadillac Racing, with old Pipo Durrani, my guy.
This is Jay from the Dega Boys, reminding you to like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to see more great content like this. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay notified of all future uploads on this channel. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video.
I mean, I've pretty much made it apparent. I pull for Pipo Durrani. I like Pipo Durrani. I think he's an amazing driver. He basically put this team on his back last year and won the championship. It's just super impressive. He's got Jack Aiken as a teammate full-time this year, which was their endurance driver last year. So I don't know how that's going to translate. We've talked about how much that he's probably lacking in pace and ability compared to Pipo Durrani. But this team, what makes this team interesting though is all the other GTP cars are running 4 drivers. This team is only running 3 for the Rolex, with Tom Bloomquist coming into the car as their endurance driver this year. So very intriguing, very intriguing. Anything you want to talk about with qualifying here, Tom? Anything I might have missed or anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, I just think that the 01 team was just sandbagging a little bit so people can get on that hype train with the 31, but it's just not going to happen this year.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it. I do love the Dream Team. I do, but we'll talk about that here in a second, which, yeah, I think we should just get right into it. I think let's start off with our predictions for the Rolex 24. We'll go GTP, LMP2, GTD Pro, GTD. We'll do it in that order. I'll go first, then Tom, then we'll let Jared roll final. Winner for this weekend's Rolex 24, the overall winner, GTP winner. I can't look any further. I've been high on the 01 Cadillac team forever, but I can't take him. I can't. I'm gonna rep my boy Pipo Durrani, the Whelen Action Express Cadillac. They won the championship last year. They're gonna start off 2024 on the right note. They're gonna win the Rolex 24 with a 3-man team, and it's gonna be Pipo Durrani who does the absolute work of a Chad this weekend. It carries that team to victory. Cannot wait. For my dark horse, purely just because they are the ultimate dark horse. I think they wrecked right there in practice right before qualifying. Couldn't make it out for qualifying. They're going to be starting dead last on the field. This team is just overlooked. There's really no chance of them winning this race unless the stars align and God himself comes out of the sky and just enhances the glory of this vehicle. But I love the look of it, man. The black carbon fiber Proton Porsche team. This car just looks amazing. I think it's a good storyline to get behind. They're starting dead last. They didn't even get to qualify. Nobody's got them on their radar, so I'm going to put them on my radar as my dark horse team this weekend. All right, Tom. Who do you got?
All right. Well, of course, no other team than the Dream Team. We're talking about Alex Palou, Scott Dixon, Van der Zan, and the one and only Sebastian Bourdais in the 01 Cadillac for Ganassi. What did we say before the season started? They got to have a great Daytona. If they have a great Daytona, they're winning the championship. They're taking it all the way to the ship. And it starts this weekend with the 01 team taking overall. Yep, Seabass. Believer. All right, and then for my underdog, I got to go with Proton. If you don't go with Proton, what kind of a racing fan are you? I mean, we're talking about a team worse than Dale Coyne showing up at an IndyCar track and on any given weekend, all right? These guys are coming out with pure passion and a freaking beautiful car. If you guys haven't seen that car, oh my God. I mean, that thing is just... I mean, if we were to take that to any, car show throughout America, I mean, this thing would finish P1, or it would... finally finish P1 in something. But regardless, I mean, us as a collective fan group, we have to choose Pro. We have to egg them on. We have to give them all the motivation. Those guys are struggling. We all know they're struggling, but as fans, we can root them on and help them continue their run in this championship series. Because the more cars, the better. And IMSA is one of the only organizations that does not shy away from car count.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to help them with that. Big believer.
Yeah, I agree with what you say, because with the increased interest in the sport and now having this record-breaking field count, they didn't just abandon their LMP3 class. They literally just moved them down to the VP Challenge or the VP Race Fuel Series and tried to make that even a better series than what it was last year, which is just admirable. Like, to not just say, "Hey, we can't have you race anymore." Like, they literally increased a different series to make it happen. Take notes, all other sanctioning bodies around the world. That is the way you run a series right there.
Yep.
All right, Jared, who do you got this weekend?
I think personally, I think that the team of Scott Dixon and Peyote, they're gonna win. They got it in the bag. And my dark horse, since I'll be honest, don't really know all that much. But my dark horse, I just went with my instinctive gut, and Tom kind of hyped me up. I'm going to go with Proton as my dark horse.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I love it. I love it, man. That's just a good storyline. And then also one more thing. I know you guys both took the 01 Cadillac, and I took the 31 Cadillac with Wheelan. I think it was Vandersender, they interviewed him, and he usually is the qualifying driver for that team. And they moved Day over to qualify the car this season for the championship. And his thought was, you know what? I'm glad. If I'm going to take a backseat to anybody, it's going to be Seabass, because that dude can drive. So I just wanted to say that. I mean, you're right. The dream team, even the dream team knows they're the dream team.